What up, people? It's your boy Master Chewy out here with another comic review. So, this is a new one. If you recall and look back, I reviewed the first issue of this six-issue miniseries of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and this is the end. And it touches on something that I had been predicting for a while now. If you must know, you know how I spoil things, but spoilers. It would seem that Harley and Ivy are done completely. I think the relationship is on hold, and I couldn't be happier about it. Not giddy, but it's for the best, in my opinion. So if you don't know, what I find odd about this story was that the Poison Ivy that's been meandering with Harley for the last six issues in this whole miniseries turned out to be a clone, and this is the original Poison Ivy. I think she was, regenerating her powers, being better, and she finds all these failed clones. It's like, what happened? This is the house where there's an explosion where the Floronic Man um, kind of attacked them, and as you can see, Harley and the fake Ivy, who was in the truck, leave, leaving the original Poison Ivy kind of, hurt, which for the eye of me doesn't make sense. Kind of preferred her when she was manipulative, stronger, and kind of demeaning. I want to say that Harley Quinn's consistent interaction with her kind of turned her into, oh, woe is me, little silly Billy things and everything like that. But anyway, Harley's Poison Ivy's like, yeah, these past six issues, it's the real me, and you left me to burn, and you suck, basically. And Harley, notably confused, like most people should be, is like, wait a minute, I've been with you the whole time. This is the one. And Poison Ivy's like telling her clone right here, yeah, tell him, tell her. And then the fake Poison Ivy's like, yeah, I'm not the real Poison Ivy. And real Poison Ivy's like, yeah, she's a fragment of myself, a cutting, if you will, part of the overgrowth Lex caused with his little gift. The only other part of me to survive the fire that you started. Oh yeah, Harley did actually start that fire, but I didn't. I was trying to save you. You had a long list of failures for you. It was you sending the plant creatures after us the whole time, not the Floronic Man. It certainly took you long enough to figure it out. I convinced Woodrow that consuming me in the current incomplete state would make for a poor meal. The fool assumes that I still won't be a match for him once I've gathered my powers. So she's been working with Floronic Man the entire time. Over these six issues, Floronic Man has been her puppet, which, fits wonderfully with the Ivy that we kind of knew before Harley Quinn. So I'd say this is a return to excellent form, but that's just me. So Harley's like, why would you want to hunt me down? Why didn't you just, sanely tell me that you were back there? And Poison Ivy is like, and this is where I'm kind of on Harley's side. Like, I was like, well, you're supposed to figure out that I was not the real her. But this is Harley Quinn. She ain't no detective. It's like you were supposed to know that something was wrong, that she really wasn't me, but you were too busy telling yourself you were a hero, dragging my shadow into your make believe. Let me could see them enjoying themselves, yada yada yada. And Harley's like, it wasn't like that. I swear, I love you. No, you don't. You. The much like the Joker, Harley Quinn. Let me not say. Let me be very frank. I think that Harley Quinn loves the Joker. I don't think that she loves Poison Ivy the way that she loved the Joker or loves the Joker. Who knows? Because I think that Harley is very much dependent on Poison Ivy. She's a dependent. She depends on Poison Ivy. It's no mutual type of thing. She needs it like a junkie off another high. And then Poison Ivy clearly doesn't love Harley because of her personality. She needs control. She needs undying loyalty. And she does not see that Harley is that loyal enough to her. Otherwise, if she was, she would have completed the ridiculous task of figuring out that a clone that had most of the original Poison Ivy's personality as they interact with each other was not the real Poison Ivy. So clearly these two got weird, how should I say, they got weird expectations for one another. Except hers is just a little bit more extreme because she's Poison Ivy. And here we go with this, which you never really understood. You're the only one who gave me hope for humanity, a bright spot in the darkness. This chick right here gave you the brightest hope for humanity. You know what? I really think that damage when you ran into him probably gave you more hope. And I hope that you meet him again. But anyway, this chick is on the Suicide Squad, murdered all these different types of people, did all of this and that. And she's the brightest hope of humanity. Okay. So anyway, and then Poison Ivy's like, if you're the best humanity has to offer this world, then maybe humanity has no place in this world. Well, once again, Poison Ivy, there are better human beings than Harley Quinn. There are. There are better human beings than Harley Quinn. So, basically, we see that you're either with me or you're against me. That's the Poison Ivy that I remember well. And Harley's like, I don't want to fight you, but I can't help you with this either. And Harley's like, yeah, I'm not gonna cost myself. I'm gonna destroy the Earth. And then meanwhile, clone Poison Ivy was like, yeah, no. And real Poison Ivy's like, I ain't having any of that. Take this stump fist to the face. And so, anyway, she revives all of these failed Poison Ivy clones, and she's about to get, stopped. And real Poison, the Poison Ivy's, how should I say, her other part, her branch is like saying you can't do this, and she's like, why not? She's made us weak. And it's like, you think I want to be as weak as you? An accident, a side effect? So she's like saying Harley's bringing me down, which in case is kind of true. Say, don't like this, really don't like this. So we see that the clone is working hard to control the other ones to save Harley. And real Poison Ivy's like, hey, now, and I have enough of that. This is my domain. So I think they kind of disintegrate them. She gets wrapped around in some vines. They both get captured by the real Poison Ivy. I really like this picture of Poison Ivy. This is suits looking very good. She's become more or less one with the green. And you did a little cutting. You should know better. And what about you? You were watching me through me, weren't you? It's how you were able to follow us, toy with us. I watched you be weak, a little blossom on a leash, which was kind of true. Like I said, Harley doesn't empower Poison Ivy in their relationship at all. I don't think she does. And if she does, it's kind of a odd way. She is a very severe dependent on Poison Ivy, and Poison Ivy needs the validation. That's not healthy, whether people like it or not. Oh, they say no. They're different types of unhealthy relationships. They are not all as blatant and physically abusive as the Joker's. Oh, there are other types of abuse. But she's like saying that basically the clone was basically mocking her, saying, yeah, you saw the light, you saw everything through my eyes. And you guess what? I think you were jealous because you wanted that life, you wanted that enjoyment. And so Poison Ivy's like, nope, not having any of that. So they save each other. And it's like, I've got to connect with her, maybe merge back within her, make her understand. She's not whole yet. She doesn't remember. She will. I really doubt that she'll remember because this is like a different person. It's over. Tells her to run. They merge together, and boom. I think we get a new suit. Seems to be back to the. This seems to be her being fully green with her original Poison Ivy suit, but yeah, it's done. It's over. She runs away. She gets in her car, and Poison Ivy was never a hero, Harley. No, she wasn't. No, she was not. She's not the kind of hero you want to be. But yeah, that's it. That is it. So I'll end it on here. No. Let me not end it on here. Let me, where do I want to end this? What's a good point to end this? Forgive me. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, this because I just really like the design of this. So the art was very good. It's there's no point, no par. So I give this a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was good, but to the main crux of my argument, the Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn relationship seems to be over. Who knows? But I think in the very long short run, it's done. And I think it's for the best of both of these characters. As I said in my review of the very first issue of this, and I never continued to 2, 3, 4, 5 because did, didn't see the point. This should have been a Poison Ivy book. It really should have been a Poison Ivy book. Um, see how she got over her Heroes in Crisis, and guess what? You know the irony. Her rehabilitation was in that Heroes of Crisis was almost worthless because she is back to what she was. And I know, and I can get that's a legitimate gripe people have that people will say this is a regress of Poison Ivy's character. I think it's good to go back to basics. She a villain. She can't be redeemed yet properly. The person who was on the path to redeeming her before the New 52 was coincidentally Batman, Bruce Wayne, and they had more of an actual redemption and kind of feeding off of each other, and they had that good chemistry. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, you go. She's back. And it kind of indirectly just shows you how useless that whole Hero in Crisis thing was, but that's neither here nor there. So, once again, back to the relationship, I think we all saw this coming when Harley Quinn was back with the Suicide Squad. That, you'd be wondering, oh, well, why would she go back if she's with Ivy? It's because she's no longer with Ivy. And she needs a new dependent, a new group, and she has to go back to familiar surroundings. And luckily for her, Deadshot is there. That's her only familiar surrounding. So that's it. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, hit that bell, and hit all so you can get all of them notifications so that when you upload a video, you are properly informed. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to have more reviews when I can. Peace.